Hi, welcome to Absolute English. I'm Coach Kori, and today we're doing another question box. So, what happens during question box, you might want to know? This is when I pick 5 questions, just random questions from a question box that I happen to have. I have a few of these question boxes. If you're watching YouTube, you can see the question box here. And I just pick 5 questions randomly that I have not prepared to answer. I just pick them up and start answering them. And then I invite you to do the same. So you can answer 1 question, 2 questions, none of the questions. It's up to you what you decide to do. So let's get started. First one. What are your favorite workout songs? Okay, so when I do work out, I have a playlist, but I have to admit I don't know the names really of any of the songs. I don't remember names of songs hardly ever. And if I do remember them, usually they're songs from when I was a teenager. So during that period of my life where emotions are running high and all of that, songs tend to stick with you, right? So some of those songs stick with me quite a bit, and some of them end up on my playlist for my workout songs. But I like workout songs that keep my heart rate up because I also, during my workout, I will do some running. So I like to be at a certain RPM for that, but I can't name any songs. But what about you? Are you into music where you can name a song in like, you hear two words, you're like, that's that song. Yeah, I can't do that, but maybe you can. Let me know. Question number 2. What's your favorite breakfast? Okay, so what my favorite breakfast is versus what I actually eat are not the same thing. A year or so ago, I switched my routine from eating eggs in the morning for breakfast. I used to fry 2 eggs every morning, and I'd probably have some toast or something with it. And I always drink tea. That actually hasn't changed. I drink tea every morning. Um, but what did change is I started making a smoothie because my husband had gotten onto this smoothie kick. And I was like, I don't like drinking my breakfast. I don't, that's what I would say. And then I changed my mind. I can't remember why I changed my mind. I can't remember why I started drinking smoothies, but I drink a smoothie every morning. And it's some sort of fruit smoothie, usually berries of some kind because that's what I like. And I usually put yogurt in it. Sometimes I make the yogurt myself and I put yogurt in it. I usually have nuts in it. So either plain raw cashews or raw almonds are in it. Um, Usually a banana. Kind of depends on what other fruits are in there. But that's what I do. It's not my favorite breakfast. It's just what I do because it's quick, it's easy, it's got a lot of nutritional value to it. So that's why I do it. Question number 3. What TV host would you want to interview you? Okay, so basically, who would I want to interview me? Okay, so a long time ago, I I really wanted to be able to be on the Today Show and be interviewed by Katie Couric for my books, my novels. I said that more than 20 years ago. I said that to a group. I was training a group of people to implement a program that I was working with, and we were doing this activity on visualization. And that was one of the things that I mentioned for my visualization. And we also drew some pictures to represent the visualization. And when I did that, I had this picture of me being interviewed by Katie Couric on the Today Show for my books. That hasn't happened, and I'm okay with that. But would I want to be interviewed by anyone now, any host now? I don't really know. I mean, I'd like to talk about my books. I'd like to sell more of my books. But I'm also kind of shy. I don't know how I feel about getting in front of a camera, oddly enough, getting in front of a camera and being interviewed. I don't know. I can't answer that very well. What about you? What TV host would you want to interview you? Question number 4. What's a great memory of your best childhood friend? What's a great memory of your best childhood friend? Okay, so I have this friend who she and I met when I just turned 8 years old, and she's a year older than I am. So she was 9 when we met. And our parents introduced us to each other. because my family had just moved into the neighborhood. And this person became my best friend, my BFF for life. She and I still are best friends. We still talk, and we don't talk as much as we would, shoulda, coulda, whatever. But when we see each other, we're still, hey, what's up? It's like time just is, nothing has passed time-wise. But we've been best friends forever. And I have a ton of memories because that girl got me in trouble all the time. And if you ask her, that's what she will say. It was always her fault that we got in trouble. Okay, that's not entirely true. I don't have a halo, and if I do, it's actually broken. But I did get into a lot of trouble with this particular friend, including sneaking out of the house periodically. It was always with my friend, this one friend. What about you? What's a great memory of your best childhood friend? And question number 5, it's the last one already. If a genie gave you 3 wishes that couldn't directly affect you, what would you wish for? Oh my gosh, this is great. If a genie gave you 3 wishes that couldn't directly affect you, what would you wish for? Oh my goodness. Okay. So I think one thing I would wish for is that everyone had enough. Everyone felt as though they had enough of whatever it was. Because if we all felt like we had enough, maybe there wouldn't be the fighting that we experience in the world right now if everyone felt like they had enough. And honestly, that's probably the only wish I would make. What about you? If a genie, poof, showed up, what would your 3 wishes be? Or would you be like me and just have one wish? Go ahead and leave your answers in the comments. Like I said, you can answer 1, 2, 3, 5, or none. It's up to you. And remember to subscribe. There's a button somewhere here to subscribe to the channel or to the podcast. So please do. And I'd love to hear from people. So let me hear from you. Until next time, see you later.